Hey guys, Nick here. Today I'm going to talk about my few favorite recording software apps for guitar, so stay tuned. So if it's your first time tuning in, I'm Nick. I'm a guitar player from Detroit, so you'll see me doing a lot of guitar stuff on the channel. I'll also be talking a little bit more about the camera gear and other things that I use, as well as how I use this camera gear outside of when we're over here doing videos. And today I'm going to talk about my favorite and what I think are some of the best recording software programs for guitar players or pretty much any musicians. So first I'm going to start off with Reaper. Reaper's been around for quite a while. I started using it about maybe 10 or 15 years ago. It's a free program, and you might want to check the license because I haven't had to look at it for a while. But you can use the evaluation copy forever for free. And if you plan on making more than a certain amount of money, I think it was like $18,000 a year from using the software, then you should pay a licensing fee of $60, which I did anyways because I didn't make that much money off it. But it's an excellent program, and I use it for a lot of things. Now, some pros and cons of Reaper. It's got a great interface. It's very easy to use. I used Reaper the most for mixing things. If I have separate tracks already recorded, it was fantastic for mixing separate tracks of things. When I was doing a radio show, when I was doing podcasts for it and producing them, with a start, intro, and different sound effects and songs between and transitions and all that, it's very easy to throw it on a timeline, kind of like you would do video editing, and edit the whole thing from start to finish. Reaper also has a lot of different plugins you can use. I was never a big fan of recording directly into Reaper. However, a lot of people do. But in any case, that's Reaper. Check it out. It's for free. Links are in the description. Number two, it's been around a long time. Freeware. Audacity. It's for both Mac and PC. Audacity is great. A lot of people do multi-track recording right in Audacity. I never have, although you can. What I use Audacity for is like really short edits of things. Like when I'm editing one thing, not multi-track. But if I have to take like one file and bump it up or do some a quick and dirty effect to it. If I have to trim something, if I have to put a couple of things together, or if I'm recording whatever audio is coming through my computer, then I'll use Audacity. And Audacity does great for that. Another free program, link is in the description. Next one is GarageBand. I wasn't a big fan of GarageBand when I first got into playing on Macs, but the more I use it, the more I absolutely love it. It's actually my favorite software program for recording a guitar right now. Because there's so many different things you can do with it. You can not only record tracks in there, you can record your own loops, like 1 or 2 bars of a loop and just loop that pretty easily and pretty quickly. It also comes with its own loop library on the side, which lets you take any kind of loop that they have in there or make your own and drag them, stretch them, any kind of way you want to actually come up with songs and patterns and backing tracks really quick. There's a lot of different effects on it. It makes it really easy to use. It's absolutely my favorite right now is GarageBand. So if you are using a Mac computer or Mac laptop like I do, it's absolutely free on there and you can download it for free if you don't already have it. But GarageBand is definitely something to look into. Another one that's a favorite and I haven't used it in a while is Ableton Live. Now Ableton Live is usually used by DJs and a lot of keyboard players, which is why I started getting into it. I was doing a lot of synth music and soundtrack music a while back. But for a guitar player, you can record just a few bars at a time or 1 bar and use something like a Novation touchpad and just kind of like tap them whenever you want to do it and actually take all of your loops and play them into a song live, which is really cool. That was a lot of fun doing that. I actually need to get back into it now that I'm talking about it. But Ableton Live is very good for guitar players if you know how to use it. It's great for loops, fantastic for loops, probably easily the best for loops, especially with some kind of a physical touchpad and touchboard like that. Definitely look into that. Now the full version is kind of expensive, but if you get certain software programs, like I have like 5 different licenses of them because I had a free Ableton Live CD Lite, just a Lite product, for the Novation touchpad. I had one for the MIDI keyboard that I have. So when you buy a lot of these products, it'll come like with a free license version of Ableton Live. So you might already have something like that if you have some electronic MIDI stuff around. Cakewalk is another product, which is actually Cakewalk Sonar, I believe, right now. Cakewalk I used to use for a while. I never really liked it, although a lot of people use it. Let me know what you think. A lot of people absolutely loved using that and did some very good work in there. I could never feel the love of it. It always seemed kind of clunky to me. Cubase is one. I actually have Cubase on my main PC computer that I do a lot of recording on. I like it. It seems like a generic interface to me, like Ableton Live, like Reaper, the same type of thing with maybe just some more settings on it. Not that it's a bad thing. I never found a reason to switch over to that from Reaper or anything else that I've had, but it is sitting on here, a full license, paid for version that I bought many years ago. It's way out of date, but it still works. But that's something that a lot of people use is Cubase. Pro Tools. A lot of people are very fond of Pro Tools. If you work in a lot of studios nowadays, it's like the Photoshop. It's like the standard is Pro Tools. Pro Tools does have its spot in the realm of recording things, only because it's so widespread. If you're ever working in a studio, if you ever want to use one product that a lot of people know, Pro Tools is definitely one of those. I never really liked it. I thought it was kind of ugly. the interface and really kludgy, and it's too big. It's kind of like a software and hardware package is the way that they package them together. It's pretty good. Actually, no, it's great. I just don't really like it myself. And last but not least, the thing that I probably use the most on a regular basis to record is my iPhone, my cell phones. Now, as a disclaimer, I'm not using my iPhone to record fantastic end result studio quality tracks on my phone. I'm using them to keep like a record of notes that I'm doing for ideas that come up that I want to record somewhere, but I don't want to come down in the basement and turn all this stuff on and fire it up just to record it. I just want something really quick. I used to use it a lot more for coming up with ideas and collaborating with people that I'm writing music with, my band members. However, I don't do that as much anymore because as much as I love Apple products and as much as I love iPhones, they suck for doing that kind of thing, and I'll tell you why. If you have an Android, it's fantastic because here's what you can do. You can take, if you have a SoundCloud account, you have an Android, you can record some audio on it, and as soon as you record that audio, you can share it to your SoundCloud app. And as soon as you share it, it's automatically going to upload. It gives you an option to take a photo, give it a name, and as soon as it uploads there, I would keep it as private, but I would grab the link and text it to like one of my band members or somebody I'm writing music with. Say, here's an idea I came up with. But the thing I liked about that on Android, and iPhones can't do this, it's terrible. SoundCloud, your product managers are horrible, fire them all, they need to fix this. And those are my favorite software programs to record on for a guitar player, for any musician. Let me know what yours are, if you like any of the ones that I've used, if you don't like them, if there's any specific ones that you think are better than the other ones, or what you would recommend. If there's something else I could check out, let me know. I always appreciate your ideas, your comments, your thoughts. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Have a great day. Rock on.